Hello everyone, welcome to DC Minds. In this video, we are going to learn to write a code that will help us to remove a node from the linked list from the rear side or the end of the linked list. So if you don't know the concept of linked list, you can watch my lecture on linked list and link for that lecture is given in the description below. Now let's see how can we delete a node from linked list from the rear side. Okay. So initially we'll be given a linked list like this and we'll be asked to remove a node from this side. So this is the last node in the linked list. So we'll delete this first, then this, like that. So after deleting this 13, the linked list will become like this. So like this, now 15 is the end of the linked list, and whenever we ask to remove a node from the end of a linked list, we'll be removing this 15. Then again, if it is same operation is asked again, then we will be deleting 2, like that. We'll keep on deleting from the end. So now let's see a code that will help us to perform this operation. So initially we are given a linked list like this and we have to delete this node. So to do that, we have to travel till here. So but because our node, this front node is pointing at the beginning, so we have to travel from this node to this node, then this node to this node, then this node to this node. So to do that, let's see, let's write the code. So initially we'll take two node pointer, previous and current, and then we'll make this previous point to null, means nothing, it is not pointing to anything, and this current will be pointing to front. So curve will be pointing to front. So what will happen now, this front and this C curve variable both will be pointing to the beginning of the linked list. Next what we have to do is we have to move from this node to this node. For that, what we'll do, we'll say previous equal to current and current equal to current link. So in this case, what will happen? This previous will point to the beginning and this curve will point to here, because current is now pointing here and its link is nothing but this node. So we are assigning this node to current now. So what will happen? Now previous will become, previous will point to this node and current will point to 2. Next what we have to do is we have to move this current to next node, means this node we have to move to this node. So for that again we'll write code like this: previous equal to current and current equal to current link. So current link is nothing but 15. So now what will happen, previous was pointing here and current was pointing here. After this line of code, what will happen, now previous will become current, means current was pointing here, so now previous will point here and then current will point here. Similarly, we'll move this current again to this node. For that we'll write again same code here, and now what will happen, this previous will now point to this node and this current will point to this node. So this is how we'll travel to this last node, like this. Okay, and next current link is null, so no need to travel further. So if you see, this operation is repeating in nature, this is repeating so now what we can do, now we are already here, we can delete this node. So to delete that, we'll use a function called free. So in this case we'll say free this current, so because current is pointing at this node, that is end of the linked list, that is rear side. Okay, so now we will delete this. So after deleting, this linked list will become like this, and now we have to make this 15, this node to point to null, because this is the end of the linked list. So we'll say previous link equal to null, because previous is pointing here, its link will be pointing to null. So it's when we say previous link equal to null, it will become null. So now this is the end of the linked list. This was the pseudo code. Let's see the entire function that will help us to delete a node from the end of the linked list. So this is the function. It takes a linked list as parameter point that is pointed to the linked list, and then it return a node that will be pointing to the linked list at the beginning of the linked list. So now let's see how this function will work with example. So initially what we'll do, initially we have this front that is pointing to the beginning, and we will call this delete front by passing this beginning pointer. So we'll call this function. When we call this function, it will come here, and then we will declare two pointer, previous and current, and we will also check for empty condition because the linked list can be empty as well. So to check that condition, we'll check front equal to null, because if this linked list is empty, then we have to just return whatever is passed. So if it is empty, then it will be returned as empty only. So next, if in this case the linked list is not empty, so what will happen, we'll make this current point to front. So now this current will be pointing to this beginning of the linked list. So when this line of code will get executed, what will happen, both this front and curve will be pointing to this first beginning of the linked list. Next what we'll do, we will check whether this current pointer means whether this node is pointing to another node or not, uh, or the this node is just the last node. So for that what we'll do, we'll check whether this node link is null or not. We'll check link is not null for not null. So this means in this case current link is pointing to this node. So in this case this condition will become true, and next what we'll do, we'll point this previous to current, and current will be incremented to this node. So what will happen now, previous will point here and current will move towards the next node. So next again what will happen, we'll check for the same condition here. Again we'll check this current is pointing to another node, that is its link is not null. So in this case also it is pointing to this 15. So again this condition will become true, and it will come over here this line, and this line will get executed. And now again the previous will point to this node and current will move to next node, so it will become here. So again it will come over here, and then same condition will be checked. So now again the current is pointing to this link is pointing to a node, so this condition will become true, and now previous will move to current. So previous will now point to here because current is pointing here, and this current is now pointing to this, it will be pointing to, because we are incrementing this current link, current equal to current link, and current link is nothing but 13. So now this current will point to this 13. So the state of the linked list will become like this. And now again we'll check for this, we'll come over here and we'll check for this condition. So now if you check current link is not equal to null, so in this case this link is part is null. So what will happen, null does not equal to null means this condition will become false. So what will happen, it will come to this line and it will delete this current. So in this case this current is nothing but this 13, that is end of the linked list, and then we will delete this 13. So this line of code will delete this, it will delete this, and then previous link will assign this node to this link to null. So similarly if we want to delete one more time this 15, then we can call this delete rear one more time. If we call, then it will delete this 15. Then again if we call this function one more time, then this will delete 2. Like this it will keep on deleting element from the end of the linked list. So this program is written in C style. Same program can be written in C++ way, like this. So just here what will change here, in C we'll give the keyword struct, and here also we'll give the keyword struct before the node data type. but in C++ no need to give this keyword. Similarly here, and rest of these operation are same in C++ also. So this is this is the function that will help us to delete a node from the end of the linked list or rear side of the linked list. So in next video we will learn to display or print the content of the linked list. So what will be there? You will be given a linked list like this and you will be asked to display what is the content of this linked list. So we'll print like 5, then we'll print 2, then we'll print 15, then we'll print 13. So like that we'll print. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. If you feel this video will be useful to your friends and your colleagues, please share with them. And if you have any doubt, please comment it.